Hi there, this is Eden with another episode of Inner Beauty Friday. We do this every Friday. We focus on our inner beauty and not just our outer beauty, even though we are in the business of selling beauty products and learning how to make them. So Inner Beauty Friday is a great way of balancing that dance between focusing on externals and focusing on internals. And I find that one thing that shows up a lot in free calls and emails, in questions I get, sometimes people aren't necessarily just hungry for the knowledge of how to make products, where to get their product manufactured, how to sell it. They want to know how they can overcome their fear of putting themselves out there, their fear of being in business, their fear of going on YouTube, of advertising on Facebook, of knocking door to door, of showing up at a fair. Okay, so that is the biggest thing that keeps people back, because knowledge is free. You can find knowledge anywhere. I actually don't charge a lot for knowledge. I charge a lot more for time. So for one-on-one time, because that takes a lot of time, you know, and I'm a busy mom. I don't always have a lot of time. So information is free and you can find it everywhere. But even sometimes when I give people free information, they still don't act on it. What is that quality? You know, it was just baffling me, and I wanted to answer it. And one thing that I came across was, I'm a member of one of James Wedmore's membership sites. He teaches people how to make video or how to use video for business. So I don't know how to make video all that well, but I know how to use videos for business. And so one of the things he talks about is the same phenomenon I'm talking about, which is people not acting, people buying courses and not even opening the modules, people being given free information and not even acting on it. And one thing that he said that really resonated with me was that excuses are just opinions. That's all they are. I don't have enough time. Well, you don't have enough time? That's just an opinion you have about time. You know, you don't have enough time. Maybe you don't have 8 hours a day to do something, but you probably do have 5 minutes. So what can you do in 5 minutes? You know, that's a way of shifting your perspective. One of mine was, I can't do anything until my kids are older, until they're in school, and, you know, because they take up so much time and so forth. Well, you know, they do take up a lot of time, and they require a lot of energy because they're still really young. I have a kindergartner and another one who's not even in preschool yet because he's still pretty young. So, and you know, that age group, for those of you who are parents or who are siblings of older children, they require a lot of energy, but they do take naps. And even on days that they don't take naps, they do sleep. So am I staying up late or am I getting up early? Those are the choices I have. Am I, you know, if he falls asleep in the back seat, am I doing a periscope? Maybe that's a great time for me to do a periscope in the car. People know I'm a mom. They'll understand. They're there for the information. They're not there to judge, you know, my background or my office or whatever. Okay? You know, I've watched videos and subscribed to people who have their kids running around in the background making noise while they're talking on YouTube. You know, and I don't judge it because I know that they're real people. Now, just imagine all the value I got from their YouTubes if they hadn't done it because they couldn't find a time when their kids weren't quiet. They wouldn't have made those YouTubes, they wouldn't have had that channel. And so they just started with what they had, where they were, and they grew from there. So I really want to ask you to ask yourself what excuses you're using to hold you back. Because it's not just holding you back, you are preventing other people from the ability to enjoy your gifts. You know, you have a hair ministry, a beauty ministry, a business ministry, or whatever, but everything we do is a way of expressing ourselves and expressing the divine through us. And when we use these excuses not to do things, think of one thing you can do. It can take 5 minutes. It can take 5 hours, you know. Even today, on a daily basis, I started to make all kinds of excuses about why I couldn't complete things, you know. But once you go into the flow of committing to doing something, however long it takes. You know, just kind of refer back to that video I did a while back about the power of yielding. You know, let go of the how and the how it should happen and this and that, but just commit to showing up for it. You know, what excuses are you using to prevent yourself from showing up? Okay, because it's not just you you're cheating. You're cheating the world. You're cheating your family, and you're cheating your own sense of fulfillment. If it really is a calling, if it's really something you want to do, you know, and you'll know the difference in your own being, whether it's an excuse or whether you're really being guided to not do something because it doesn't feel right, because it's not for you. So something to sit with, something to really be with, especially anytime resistance comes up. And the bigger you grow, the more resistance will show up. It'll show up, you know, but how to meet it and how to be with it and how to yield and how to listen, how to rely on something that's greater than you to keep you going. Those are important things. And remember, most importantly, excuses are just opinions. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Prosper in Beauty, Inner Beauty Friday, and I look forward to seeing you and speaking with you again next Friday.